Hi everybody, I'm Ivy. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Cityonchain. So it's our great honor to be invited here at the China and the BSV session. Before I went on, I want to announce that actually about 3 days ago, Cityonchain just launched version 2.0. So now we have more functions and new structures and more user-friendly UI. For example, now you can have your own customized avatar, and also we have a new city square page. You can just check out new chats and new cities, and so you have to try it out. Okay, so for those of you who don't know Cityonchain already, Cityonchain is an on-chain information center using city as a node of daily life scenarios. So it connects the offline world to the on-chain world. So our slogan is build your city, build with BSV. If you landing on cityonchain.com, first you will see a big map like this, right? There are many cities. So we have around 9,000 cities, 9,000 cities worldwide. So if you can just buy any city, become a city owner, or you don't need to buy at all. You can be a city visitor to use the functions and services that we provide, or you can be the information provider. So at the very beginning, on day one, all those 9,000 cities was worth $1, $1 US. So within just the 2 days at the beginning, we sold out all the cities. Because after you become the city owner, you have the right to reset the price. That's why you see that we have different prices, and many cities, many famous cities and big cities, actually they already transacted many times. And so people, during these days, many of you ask me like, well, is it like a Monopoly game? Actually, I want to say, it looks like we have similar, like when you buy and sell city, well, it looks like, but actually we are more than that. We are much more than that. The value that Cityonchain create is not just like buy and sell. No, we don't like speculation, manipulation and speculation. We provide services and functions inside each city. So we have multiple functions, which I will introduce in detail later. And the city concept is the core of Cityonchain. So those local communities connect with each other on Cityonchain. And both city owners and users benefit from using Cityonchain. So the philosophy, all the incentive systems on Cityonchain is actually based on the earn and use BSV philosophy. And thanks to Jimmy for the concept. And then, yeah, so basically, on Cityonchain, at this platform, people are incentivized to provide good information, high quality information so that they will benefit. And so I will take just one simple example. For example, now the city of Seoul is owned by Francesco. He's somewhere among you guys. And then if I, as a city visitor, I want to leave a message at the chat room of Seoul, I need to pay 1 cent. And all the 1 cent goes to Francesco, the city owner. And if I provide good information and high quality messages, people will like my message, right? They can click the like button. By clicking that like button, you need to pay 10 cents. And out of this 10 cents, 7 cents goes to Francesco, and 2 cents, 7 cents goes to me, the message sender, and 2 cents goes to the city owner, Francesco. And the remaining 1 cent goes to the platform, Cityonchain. So you can see, as an information or a message sender, I really are incentivized to provide good information, high quality information. And currently we have the city chat room. And in the near future, actually it's in our October agenda that we are developing the classified information function where you can find, for example, housing price information and also job hunting information and so on. So this is just a simple illustration of how our incentive system works. So on Cityonchain, we really want all the users earn BSV at the same time use it. And also on the other hand, they are incentivized to provide good services and good information. So this is our vision. So for Cityonchain, as a commercial application, of course, we need a lawful development environment. That is, business and regulation friendly. And also, we need a stable protocol and also easy to use development tools, of course. And because we are like social nature, this platform, meaning that, well, I want to chat in the chat room, I pay the chat, I don't want to wait, right? So we need real-time transaction function as well. And lastly, because you can see the function on our platform is so it's all about user engagement. It's about social. So every ordinary user, even the non-chain user, the ordinary internet user will like us as well. Therefore, in the future, we really want to get them on board as well. This works as a kind of the window for them to know BSV, to know blockchain, to know our community. So we also want to be non-chain friendly in the future. So why we choose BSV? Well, it's those in the purple box are our needs. That's what we as a commercial application really want. And BSV solve all of them. Well, for BSV and legal compliance, and yesterday, of course, the many big names already talk a lot about those, and the protocol is set in stone, and the development tools are emerging. Thank you, all the developers. My biggest regard to all you guys, so. And also, of course, there is rapid application development. Actually, we already collaborated with many brother applications in the community, so it's really like growing. It's really, so Cityonchain benefit a lot from Bitcoin SV, from BSV community, so we choose BSV. Okay, now, big shout out to the hero behind the scene. It's Asan, our founder and CEO. He's sitting there. And Asan is a big advocate to BSV since the fork. So he knows a lot about the blockchain, all the history, and also the BSV. And also, Asan has many years work experience as application developer and also as a product management. So first, he knows about BSV. He knows about all the advantages. Second, he has experience in developing products, in managing the team. That's why actually just in around 2 to 3 weeks, he already, from the very beginning idea, he already developed Cityonchain. We are just like last 3 months old, so it's like in our infant period, but many of you guys already know us, right? And we have a big group of loyal customers now. So this is how Cityonchain is born. And actually, Asan, when he created Cityonchain, he has some vision. His vision is that, well, first, we want to explore the boundary of BSV application, meaning that before he launched the application, actually there is no commercial application in China. We are really the first commercial application in China. And he wants to explore how, this high tech, we have, to be honest, the blockchain tech community and the BSV community really have a high barrier, right? For me, I studied physics before, but still, when I sit down yesterday backstage, listen to Dr. White's presentation, I was like, what are them, right? So it's really high barrier. But in order to like more people, ordinary audience to know us, we really need something like commercial application which can explore other user bases, maybe to know more about the BSV community, and also the application are not so many, so we are exploring how we can leverage this, the BSV, the technology, and then leverage that to benefit the commercial applications. So this is one of his vision, and then next, so how we leverage the BSV chain. So all those listed here are the advantage of the BSV, and we talked about those a lot yesterday by Jimmy, by Dr. White, and about Shadders, and by other developers. And so for Cityonchain, we choose BSV as our only currency, and all the information flow on our platform is a transaction, it's a real-time transaction. And also, all the contents are uploaded onto this BSV chain. So all those benefits us because it enables us to have fluent user engagement and also low development cost. Sorry. And also, of course, we are talking a lot about this. And also, I remember yesterday, we are talking about how we can even lower the transaction cost, right? So also we have this standard data format and also make us easier to integrate it with other applications. So we can see in this community, Cityonchain has successfully cooperated with Money Button, Weather SV, and Beacon, Media, Mempool. So we really are grateful our community are supporting each other. That's also what we like it about, right? We help each other to grow stronger. We want each other to be good. Okay, so on our platform, you can be the city owners. Of course, you can own a city if you buy one, but you can also be the information provider or city visitors, or you can be all of them. As a city owner, you can manage your city, right? Some of the city owners, they develop their city into specific functions. For example, there is a guy I think it's in Africa. He bought an Africa city and used that city as the football, kind of talking function. So people go there only to talk about football. And also, for example, there is a city called Wenchuan in China. And in 2008, Wenchuan experienced the biggest earthquake. So the city owner of Wenchuan used that chat room in memory of the Wenchuan earthquake. And also as a city owner, you can rent your ad slots in your city chat room or in your city page. And in the future, when we launch the classified information function, as a city owner, you benefit even more, right? You can rent your information stacks on our platform to the merchants, to the dealers, right? There are many things to do. And so information provider, of course, it can be merchants, can be dealers. It also can be ordinary people, right? So on the pitch day, Jimmy took an example. He said, well, if Dr. White wants to organize a hiking activity, well, he can post a hiking activity on Cityonchain, and then people who want to hike with Dr. White, well, just join and go, right? So it's another example. And also, given our incentive system, people are really incentivized to provide good information if you want, and that is also the beauty of the blockchain based on the BSV blockchain technology, because every transaction is recorded on chain, and you cannot change it. So it's a kind of a cumulative credit system that will help this platform to filter out spams and fraud, which is the problem in the internet counterpart, because they use a central server, right? And then they cannot sometimes distinguish. It's really hard to distinguish spams and fraud. Yeah, so also as city visitors, of course, you benefit the traffic from the city room, and you can browse, and you can chat in the city you like, and also you benefit from the information provided by the information provider, right? So it's really simple. And what you can do now is we already finished developing these three functions: the city chat, city events, and city album. And actually, because we gave the PPT a month ago, so it's the old version. Now in version 2.0, it's even better. So as you can see here, this is a typical snapshot of a chat room. This is Seoul. And we can see you can set the price of Seoul here. And on your left-hand side. And then there is ad slot. Currently, Francesco just gave his website, Cityonchain.com, at advertising. It's a traffic as well. And actually at Cityonchain.com, you can also access city chat on Cityonchain. So as a city owner, he's really thinking about how to construct his city. This is also the beauty of Cityonchain. We want every city owner to be the partner of Cityonchain, to be the micromanagers, to help us to build, right? It's also the philosophy of our community. Everybody should help build this BSV together. So this is just one simple example. And also, Francesco successfully rent all the ad slots, right, to different merchants. For example, Zero Comps. This is a website. You can purchase BSV, like the hats, the t-shirts, really amazing. You should buy the products there. And also, also the advertising of CoinGeek Conference. And also there is some Chinese, it's CoinGeek, the power from Chinese developers. Yeah, this sentence. So you can see China BSV community is really growing strong. And we benefit from this community as well, a lot, actually. Okay, so this is City Chat. Every message sent here, the money goes to Francesco. the BSV goes to Francesco, and there are some like buttons as you can see. So also you can access the city album from here. And yeah, oh, sorry. Okay, so wait. Okay, this is a city album. So you can see you can upload the city. This is a city album of a city called Yang. So when we developed the 9,000 city, you know, there are many cities have very, very interesting name. So in this chat room, people are talking about the Yang, about, you know, many interesting things, and also in their album is also look right very interesting. It's like Instagram, but it's not, because for every city album, everybody can upload photos. You just spend a tiny little, you know, sum of the BSV, the money, and then you can upload the photo, and people can like your photo. If your photo is liked by people, then you get most part of the share, you know, and then the city owner who own the city also get a part of the share. So that is also incentive people to upload good photos and to share good information. And besides, we also have another function called city events. So in city events, this is different from the ad slot in the city chat room, because the city event here is showing on our landing page. For example, currently, if you log on cityonchain.com, you will see a big icon, CoinGeek Conference here. And before, we also, there are events like advertised for different meetup in the world, right? We have city events for the Singapore meetup before, and also for Bali, the developer meetings, and also for Beijing meetup and so on. So you can advertise here, and also the city owners can benefit from it. So as you can see, it's really about social engaging. It's about earn and use BSV on Cityonchain. So here are 3 figures about us. So although we are just like 2 months old, like, right? And we have reached like number 2 in terms of TX counts. And we reached, sorry, the pointer. Oh, it's important. Okay, because it's number 1, so it's a kind of slow, you know, it's important number. So we've reached number 1 in terms of TX amount, and we contribute 1/3 of all the contents to B protocol. So there is no doubt we are one of the top applications in the BSV community. And currently, we have more than 1,000 user accounts on this platform, and the users are coming from 80 countries around the world, meaning that the map you can see online at Cityonchain, actually everywhere in the world, there is a Cityonchain user. Also, it means that there is a BSV supporter. So, right, you know, our community is all around the world. So our task is just to, you know, we want to be this kind of application, can attract more people. We want it. Next time I show you guys, I want this map to be 100, all the countries. I mean, people from all the countries. I want the user base to be 10 times or 100 times more. It's not like 1,000. I want it to be more and more, because BSV will grow for sure, and we want to grow with you together. This is our product roadmap in the next 18 months. So we already finished to develop the community functions and city events. For the communities, actually, it's still like developing. For example, in the future, we will develop it into a kind of the BBS kind of form, where you can have a specific topic of your chat, even within a city. And also, currently on our agenda, in October, actually this month, we are building the classified information here. We want to build Cityonchain into an information platform where you can post different kinds of services or information on Cityonchain. Each city, for example, kind of renting price, housing price of any city. It's like a Craigslist, right? We provide a function like a Craigslist, but we are better because we have accumulative, credible information, and also we are social. We are like Facebook. We are like Instagram. So we are everything. We are a super app where it's the city concept is the core. Whatever about the city, we want to have that on our platform. So it's also natural to extend our platform to have merchants, right, to get on board. It's like a matching platform. We match the potential, the dealers, merchants, and also the potential buyers. And OTA is also a natural extension, right? It's the geographic nature, this kind of geolocation thing, point of interest, this concept naturally connects with OTA. So first, as a simple baby step, maybe we just provide OTA ratings. We borrow services from the third parties. And in the future, we can develop more functions, right? And another thing I want to emphasize is the last one, is App Plus. It's a concept that proposed by Asan, that it means that Cityonchain is extendable. There are 3 aspects to explain how we extend Cityonchain. First, we can do data sharing, right? Right now, we already share data with, like Weather SV, the other application already share their data with us, so you can see the weather information at Cityonchain. So we have more possibility to integrate with other functions in the community as well. And second, as a city owner, in the future, Cityonchain will release the API to them as well, so they can build their own city at their own wishes. Therefore, city owner has more control of the city as well. And then they are the micromanagers of the Cityonchain. They are the partner of us as well. And then lastly, the third point is that in the future, we also want to extend to the ordinary internet users. Therefore, we will also develop tools that will help the ordinary internet users to get on board. So they don't need to care about that barrier to register, say, a wallet account and then to get BSV. So they in the future, they can just use fiat or other kind of payment. So we do the underlying hard part. And that's, yeah, so also, this is the main point that I illustrated on the pitch day. So this is also on our agenda. And we really hope that Cityonchain, as one of the first commercial applications, in the whole BSV community, as the first in China, we want to push the boundary. We want to explore the possibilities. And also, we are actually already inspired many developers in China. They are now actively participating in developing other applications as well. So we really want to build together. We want to build together with all the BSV-based applications. So here is currently our, we partnered with other brother application companies, and it's really successful now. And we hope that we can support each other, and we build together, we build with BSV. And in the end, we hope in the near future, very near future, that our community can grow fast and grow strong. Okay, thank you so much. So if you want to know more about Cityonchain, I think first, please log on to cityonchain.com. You have to register account. You don't need to own a city now. You can be the city visitor, right? You can be the information provider. Just try it out. And the second is that please follow us on Twitter at Cityonchain. So you can reach us by Twitter. We have you can DM us, and we can also definitely chat offline. Thank you again for this opportunity. Thank you again for BA and for CoinGeek Conference. We really enjoy it, and I also want to deliver our gratitude to all the developers, to the miners. It's you make our commercial application happen. Thank you.